everyone. Welcome to the Using Postmark to Send More Effective Emails webinar. Thank you so much for joining us today. We'll go ahead and get rolling with a few quick introductions. My name is Natalie Kay, and I live in California. I love good, high-quality coffee, being in nature, and playing with my high-energy wild dogs. I have worked at Postmark on the support team since 2020.
And I'm the other Natalie at Postmark. Natalie R., that is. I live in Seattle, Washington. I love music and any and all things food. I'm the newest member of the support team. Thanks for joining us.
To start, we want to tell you a little about Postmark and how we make a living sending emails, an often veiled world of mystery. At Postmark, we have a history of sending transactional emails. Those are event-triggered emails like password resets and welcome emails. This all changed in 2020 when we started allowing sending of bulk marketing, or what we call broadcast emails as well. We maintain an excellent reputation with ISPs by splitting different types of sending across our two infrastructures, never sending bulk over transactional IPs and vice versa. This is still something that is pretty unique in the email world and is what helps set Postmark apart. Now that you know a little bit about us, I want to go over what we're covering in today's webinar. Our goal is to help you send more effective transactional and broadcast emails. So today we'll discuss common mistakes made when sending transactional emails and bulk emails, best practices for sending transactional and broadcast emails, and how Postmark can help you send effective emails in general. Now let's take a look at a few common mistakes that folks make when sending transactional and broadcast or bulk messages. One of the most common mistakes we see when sending transactional broadcast messages is not including a plain text version of an email paired with its fancy HTML. With transactional and broadcast emails, you always want to include a plain text version, as it improves accessibility, universal readability, accurate rendering, and delivery. Including a plain text equivalent can also help reduce false positives in spam filters. But keep in mind, if the content varies too much from the HTML version, that can be a red flag for spam filters as well. So keeping the content similar between HTML and plain text versions is key. Here's another common mistake that we see quite often, using a no reply address. When you are sending email from a web app, there's sometimes a belief that email recipients should not reply to certain emails. For example, when you send a comment notification but reply to a no reply email, the comment will just bounce or end up in the internet black hole. This approach creates a no reply address that prevents recipients from being able to contact you. Here's why we think this is bad practice. Email is about communication, and communication flows two ways. By not letting people reply, you're denying them the chance to get in touch with the real people who run your product or site. Sending a no reply email establishes an attitude of, we don't want to hear from you. More importantly, it can hurt deliverability and increase spam complaints. By not having a way for recipients to reach out directly to you, the recipient can become upset and make it more likely to mark your message with a spam complaint. That spam complaint will then negatively impact your overall sending reputation. That's not something you want. By sending from a no reply, you could also risk lowering inbox delivery rates. In addition, if people reply to your emails in a webmail client like Gmail, Yahoo, etc., they will get added to your contacts, which can help conversion rates. A big mistake folks make when sending with Postmark is sending broadcast and transactional messages within the same stream. Instead, you'll want to separate streams to protect transactional and broadcast messages. Whether your email makes it to the inbox quickly and consistently depends on a lot of things, including what and how you send. In the past, Postmark optimized deliverability and time to inbox by restricting the types of email that were sent through Postmark. In our case, we only supported transactional messages. But transactional messages aren't the only type of application email that supports great user experiences. Product update announcements and updates to your terms of service are also important. So we need to make sure Postmark can support all types of messages, regardless of how they were sent. Message streams provide a way to route different types of email so that they all maintain optimal deliverability. Just let us know what type of email will be sent, whether it's transactional or broadcast, and we'll take it from there. Now that we've gone over what to avoid when sending via transactional and broadcast streams, Natalie R. is going to go over best practices when it comes to sending.
Thanks, Natalie K. Now, why don't we review some best practices for sending the most effective emails through Postmark? Let's dive in. Email authentication, or email validation, is the process used to verify the source and legitimacy of an email message. Authentication helps providers verify the origin of a message, whether it comes from a trustworthy source or has been faked or forged by spammers, scammers, and spoofers pretending to be someone they are not. Email authentication standards help email service providers fight spam and phishing attempts, determine which emails are legitimate, and ultimately protect email recipients. The three most widely adopted email authentication methods are SPF, DKIM, and DMARC. If the message can be authenticated with at least one of these, it is more likely to get to a recipient's inbox. But if authentication is missing or improperly set up, a provider's red flags will immediately go up, which can lead to a message ending up in a spam folder or not being delivered at all. In short, by authenticating emails, you send providers a signal that you meet stronger security requirements and respect your recipients. You protect your brand by mitigating spam and phishing. You ensure your emails are displayed as legitimate. You improve deliverability, and you protect your overall domain reputation. As a fun side note, we have a wonderful comic that explains how email delivery and authentication works. You can also learn more about these methods in our authentication videos and by reading our support documents. One of the greatest things about transactional email is that you should have a plethora of information about your recipients so that you can tailor your email messages just for them. On one level, this could be as simple as using their name where appropriate. It's small, but an email with "Thanks, Nat" is the kind of touch that makes a difference. Another example could be if you know the recipient's time zone, customizing the timestamps on notifications to match wherever the user is located in the world could end up being a great personal touch. Let's talk about a few ways that using Postmark can help you send more effective emails. Postmark lets you fully authenticate your emails by using a unique DKIM record generated through Postmark for each domain you send from. Custom return path records allow your emails sent through Postmark to pass DMARC SPF alignment, since the return path's domain matches the from header's domain. Our free DMARC Digest tool can also be used to set up DMARC for your sending domain. Setting up DMARC helps you monitor your sending and is a standard that prevents spammers from using your domain to send email without your permission, also known as spoofing. We recommend using templates for common transactional and bulk broadcast email types. Postmark includes pre-built templates and layouts for common types of transactional emails, like welcome emails, password resets, receipts, and invoices, trial expirations, user invitations, and comment notifications. With our editor and tools, you have complete control over customizing each template to fit your exact needs. You can use open tracking and click tracking to monitor engagement on your emails. You can also get notified about important message events like spam complaints and bounces with webhooks as well. You can use webhooks to proactively notify users about email delivery issues or find out when a customer opens an important email. Our webhooks notify your application about key message events such as bounces, deliveries, opens, clicks, and spam complaints. Each request contains a JSON object with information about the event. You have detailed control over which message events get sent to each of your webhook URLs. We've also invested a lot of time in creating detailed guides, help articles, webinars, and features that assist with sending the best transactional and broadcast email possible. With our guides and help articles, we cover everything from designing your emails using Postmark features like webhooks and templates to troubleshooting email delivery issues. Use our Support Center search feature to look for relevant information that could help you send the email of your deliverability dreams today. And with that, I will pass it along to Natalie Kay to talk about a few reasons to consider Postmark.
Before we wrap up, I wanted to share a few reasons to consider giving Postmark a try. We offer excellent human customer support. We are not AI or hard to contact. You will also never be charged extra for great support. We're always here to help, whether it's through email, live chat, or a one-on-one call. We are a small remote team that is dispersed all over the world, and that allows us to respond quickly. Everyone at Postmark knows the world of email forwards and backwards. And if they don't have an answer to your question, they'll introduce you directly to the engineer who does. We also offer amazing insights and reporting features. By default, Postmark keeps 45 days of full content history, recipient information, and message events to help you get to the bottom of every issue. And you can customize your data retention period to meet your team's needs. Whether it's measuring email opens and bounces or troubleshooting delivery issues, Postmark's webhooks, analytics, dashboard, and detailed activity logs have got you covered. At Postmark, our entire business revolves around the impact of our successful and fast email deliverability. Do you know how fast your transactional emails are being delivered? You need to, and we can help.
And those are all the reasons why Postmark can help you send more effective emails. Thank you for joining us today, and let us know how we can help you by emailing support@postmarkapp.com. Have a great day.